Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market, you get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. Know where you get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow. You need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance if the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. they pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated, so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's come to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
February non-farm payrolls increased by 235,000 jobs. The unemployment rate is 4.7%. Job gains by sectors: construction up 58,000. Private education services plus 39,000. Professional and business services plus 37,000. Manufacturing up 28,000. Healthcare up 27,000. This is the first full month of the Trump administration and the first job report for the new administration.
And President Trump did in 1 month what Obama could not do in 96 months. That's right. Think about what he did. Not only did he drop the national debt by more than $68 billion, and if you compare that to Obama in the same time frame, where Obama increased the debt by $320 billion. Yeah, $320 billion compared to Trump's dropping at $68 billion. But it gets better. Oh, and by the way, the $320 billion, the majority of that was welfare expansion. Trump also has created the largest gains in manufacturing at 28,000, not seen any time during Obama's 8 years in office. And these are high-paying jobs. We're talking $55,000 a year jobs. So you're talking 58,000 construction. You're talking 28,000 in manufacturing. But there's some bad news to that, and we'll get into it. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, and on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Radio Shack's closing 187 stores in their latest bankruptcy filing. Staples closing another 70 stores. Now, this morning I said to my class, as the market rallied up 80 points after everybody got all giddy, all the jibber-jabbers on CNBC were celebrating, and I said, caution. Here's what I said.
The market's just opening, we're up 73 points. Don't be surprised if they don't sell into the rally, okay? If they don't sell into it. Buy on the news, sell into the rally.
Exactly what happened. We went up 80 points, and they dropped it right back down to about 20 points. Now it's back up 30. They're having the darndest time trying to make new highs because there's such headwinds that are coming on March 15th. But not only that, what nobody on CNBC wants to talk about, and you never hear it, is that earnings are not being supported by the earnings are not supporting the stocks. We have new highs. Every time you turn around, it's another new high. New stock market high. But there's no support of earnings. That's crazy. And that's why institutions this morning started to sell into this good news. And people were wondering, how come the market's going down? It should be going up. Because we have a problem with earnings. They don't support these stock prices at these levels. Also, stock market keeps hitting new all-time highs despite that we keep getting these negative earnings growth. The S&P also has gone, 102 days without even a 1% pullback. What, are you nuts? Not even a 1% pullback. But be cautious. Never bet against the tape. Even though a correction is coming, a 20-30% correction, let the charts tell you when it's going to happen. In the meantime, you don't bet against the tape. When the stock market opens, no matter what your opinion is, lose it so you don't lose your money, and believe in your charts. Stock prices keep hitting record prices, but we have a lack of earnings support, a lack of increased revenues. The last time there was really an impressive earnings growth was in the third quarter of 2011. That's almost 5 years ago. When earnings, think about that. Earnings, by the way, don't get confused. Earnings and profits almost the same, except there's a couple little tweaks. So think of profits, because people get confused with this. Earnings, profits. Think of profits. So earnings for the year 2016, our earnings were up 21%, compared to now down by 5%. So in other words, if we go back, and you go back to the third quarter 2011, that's 5 years ago if I'm correct, earnings were up 21%. Compared to right now, same time, same quarter, everything, we're down 5% from 21%. But our stock market is much higher than it was in 2011. So the S&P 500 earnings for year 2016 have declined. We just got the last quarter. Remember, we're in the first quarter of 2017, so we're going to start getting our numbers, see how well we did in the first quarter of 2017. But we just finished the last quarter of 2016. We just wrapped it up, see how well we did? Terrible. On a year-over-year basis, for 6 consecutive quarters, we had negative earnings. That's the longest downward spiral since 2007 to the 2009 recession. What are you, nuts? The fourth quarter earnings of 2016 was estimated to come in at 5%, but it came in at 3.1% with a lousy GDP at 2.2%. But here's the kicker, and here's what's even worse. The first quarter earnings of this year, January, February, March, and we're just almost finishing March. We're March 10th right now. They were so anemic. And they're talking about this fourth quarter. They estimate it's coming at 5%. I mean, the first quarter, 2017, anemic 2%. But get this. Our economic growth, how much we're growing the economy. This will be the first quarter of 2017. They said we're going to grow 3.4%. We only grew 1.8%. So again, stock prices keep hitting these record prices despite a complete lack of earnings. We just don't have profits to support these prices. We don't have any increase in revenues. You either got to have an increase in revenues or you got to have an increase in earnings to support where the stock prices are. Even Buffett has lost his mind. He has gotten addicted to these low rates. And he's become unhinged when he turns around and tells us how we're in no bubble.
We are not in a bubble territory or anything of the sort.
What, are you kidding me? No bubble? This is the biggest bubble ever. But he's unhinged. He's gotten addicted to low rates because he's one of the 1% and making a fortune with stock buybacks. He's nuts. Based on stock valuations, the market is now paying more for growth than at any time in modern history, and 50% more than at even the peak of the dot-com mania. And yet he says, oh, the stocks are cheap? Earnings don't support stock price. They haven't since 2008. Instead of increasing revenues, what they did is cut jobs. That's what they did. Then they turned around and did stock buybacks. So instead of having profits, they said, hey, let's just cut everybody's job from 2008 to 2012. And then when 2012 come, they said, okay, why don't we just buy all our own stocks back? That means there would be less shares out there. So that means our earnings will go up. We'll have prosperity without profits. This is just incredible. Incredible. So what does this mean? I'll tell you when we get 15 past the hour here on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You know the stock market goes up 72% of the time? Then why is it that the retail customer, 80% of the time, have lost money? Because they don't know when to get out. And that's why I'm providing a product called my MV2 chart that solves that problem. It's always about when do I get out? That problem has been solved. Check it out, my MV2 chart. Don't miss it.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Here comes a new president, new beginnings, and new hopes, which can also bring volatile times. Many investors get spooked and begin to question their investments. But the thing to realize is that market volatility is inevitable, and it's a great opportunity to get in the stock market. No one at philsgang.com will tell you when the market correction is coming, and we will not promise you you're going to get rich, but we will guarantee you a good night's sleep. At philsgang.com, our number one goal is to inform investors who want to learn and invest in the stock market. We provide daily investment teaching strategies and the analysis of charting the stock market. You are informed around the clock with market webinars, market updates, working investor programs, and financial updates throughout the day. Plus, you'll enjoy the Phil's Gang customer service. Be prepared for market volatility and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Would you like to know how to secure your financial future? At philsgang.com, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang staff teaches and coaches you to build a successful investing plan to achieve your goals. philsgang.com gives you instruction on how to find low-risk, high-potential investing opportunities in the stock market. If you're new to the stock market and want to master the basics of stock investing and learn how to invest in stocks with little risk, then philsgang.com is your place. Learn from their extensive collection of educational videos about investing strategies and the analysis of charting. Every weekday, philsgang.com hosts live market webinars. They post market updates throughout the day. They have working investor programs, and they provide financial updates throughout the day, and all material is archived. For only $39.95 a month, there is no other service like Phil's Gang offers. Start the new year off right. Secure your financial future with philsgang.com. Give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Anybody who puts money in my pocket is my friend, and Phil Grandy can do the same for you. Learn how to grow and invest your money. Here's Phil Grandy.
Another strong month of job creation, guys. It shows you that companies continue to be bullish.
Top trade this hour, the Trump bump, another strong jobs number sending stocks higher. Why some say Goldilocks is now back on Wall Street.
Goldilocks is back on Wall Street. What are you, nuts? These people are crazy. They're crazy. Just like Buffett saying stocks are cheap. And then when you look at the stock valuations, the market's now paying more for growth than any time in history. 50% more than even at the peak of the dot-com. Look, earnings, profits. Okay, when a stock goes up, the way you get stock prices to go up the way it used to be, we used to buy stocks and stay you buy a stock of a company, be in for 10 years, 15 years. It used to be when profits went up, okay, and how did profits go up? From revenues. Revenues, okay, as long as you were taking that top line and you're running your sales up and you kept your costs down, that's how you get your profits. It was always based on top line revenue. What can I create? What can I sell? How can I keep pushing this? How can I cut my profit but still make my margins? That's where your earnings come from. But no, after the stock market crashed in 2008, they said, we don't need to do that anymore. We don't need profits anymore. We can have prosperity without profits. So they entered an era of larceny, if you will. So they first cut your job in 2008, 2009. They first cut your hours. Then they cut your job. Then they didn't buy any new equipment. They even took the light bulbs out so there wouldn't be any high electric costs. They just kept cutting costs. And the biggest cost is jobs. That's about 60% of a company's, sometimes 80%, but 60% of a company's overhead. So by the time we got to 2012, after all the cuts, then they started with stock buybacks. So since 2008 to 2017, we haven't had stocks going up because they're making profits. It's all a bubble. Think about it. It's crazy. Now they tell us corporate profits are at 6.2%. A total lie. 30% of those profits stem directly from stock buybacks, because when you buy stocks, there's less shares out there. So you're spreading profits over fewer shares. That means your profits go up and pushes your stock price up. All phony. So we're now getting a message from the market that we're going to have a correction. And we should have a correction, for God's sakes. Corrections are good. Corrections are wonderful. Corrections tell you something's wrong. You got to correct it. And we saw the selling today. The stock market should be up 250 points today. The other day, it went up 302 points. Remember Trump When he made that speech, that glorious speech, all the things he was going to do, the next day we came in, boy, we're up 302 points. Today, a gangbuster job number, and we're up now just 40 points. That means the correction has started. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. But first, let's go to our stock corner. Let's make some money together.
The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
Okay, again, here's my number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG, if you want to call. And remember what I'm doing now. I put a program together that you can follow me with 3 stocks. That's right, 3 stocks. So I stay in those same stocks every day. And all I do is I'll trade these stocks. And then all you have to do is go to my site. And you just go to my homepage. You click on where it says Phil's Toolbox. And then it'll drop down and it'll say the MV2 returns, if you want to see the returns that we've made on using this chart. Now, if you want to see how well I'm going to do with the 3 stocks, because I'm going to be trading these stocks right along with you, and you don't even have to put any money in. Yeah, I'll do it. So you can just follow me. You can see how I invest using a chart. 3 stocks. So you just go to my homepage every day, go to the class and updates, and then click on alerts. It's that simple. And you'll see a video, and I'm explaining the three stocks, what I'm going to be doing to the 3 stocks, when I'm going to be, I'll tell you when to get in. Now, some of these stocks we're already in. Okay, we're already in, but I'll tell you, okay, I'll be adding to my position. For you, you'll be getting in for the first time. Nobody's ever done this. They're scared to do this. Everybody's scared. Nobody would do this. They wouldn't want to be wrong. They'd be embarrassed. I'm going to do this because I'm going to prove to you charting works. I'm going to prove to you even more. Not only charting, my chart works. The MV2, because it tells me when to get out, tells me when to get in. Matter of fact, there's even my voice on it tells you when to buy and sell. So I'm going to give you this chart free. You join the gang, $39.95, and you follow me on 3 stocks. The symbols are INTL, JWN, and UNG. Then every day I do a video for you. Just takes you 2 minutes. You got a no matter what mobile device, whatever you want to see. I wonder what he's doing with gas. Now UNG, I think is going to be the real winner. UNG. Matter of fact, UNG is already up. Let me take a look. UNG has turned green right around $6.65, and now it's $7.33. So 65 to 730. So we already have a 10% return, and that started out in March 2nd, and of course today is March 10th. Now again, you got plenty of time to get in. You got plenty. This thing's just started. So when I'm ready to add to the position, I already bought the position, but when I'm ready to add to it, you can get in for the first time. I'll hold your hand every day. You just do exactly what I do, and at the end of the month, you can approve. It works, and you're going to be my best ambassador. You're going to tell everybody, I followed this guy. I saw him do it. So hurry up and sign up for it, because I'm not going to leave this open forever. 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Get it now before I close the program. 877-600-GANG. We're waiting for your call.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated is so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
If you're looking to make extra income, if you're looking to pay off bills and plan for your retirement, then check out philsgang.com. Philsgang.com is an online educational service that informs you, coaches you, and guides you on how to invest in the stock market. Get daily advice to buy stocks, short stocks, and learn when to get out of your positions. Philsgang.com provides daily webinars, alerts, educational tutorials, and all material is archived. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. Anybody who puts money in my pocket is my friend. And Phil Grandy can do the same for you. Learn how to grow and invest your money. Here's Phil Grandy.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, I got a correction here. On our UNG gas, the stock is up 10%, but my order was entered at $7.02. So we're up, $7.02. So it's up about 4.5%. So doesn't matter. And that's the beautiful thing about it being green. You can get anywhere that it's green. It doesn't matter if you want to get in later. Okay, like I did, that's fine. So again, you're going to join me, and I'm going to go over these 3 stocks every day on video for you, and it's all archived, and you can go to that video as often as you want. When I post a video is right after the radio show every night. I post it, and then I review it, and then I tell you exactly, you can see how I trade, exactly how I do it, okay, and the returns I make on that particular stock. So you can just follow me, and then what you do is, again, join the gang. You get the chart free to follow me with, and it's fun. We'll have a lot of fun doing it. Now, I have more people say to me in the business, why do you do that? What if you lose money? So what if I lose money? What does that mean? I'm going to show them how to keep if I lose money, I'll show them how to keep their losses to a minimum. What's the big deal with that? You don't win on every trade, for heaven's sakes. But, they're afraid to do it. Well, I'm not afraid to do it. So, and then you're going to be my ambassador. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Call, join, get into my ambassador program, as I call it. And, I'm going to keep it open for a little bit. Don't know when I'm going to shut it. I'm not going to keep it up too long. I try to do a group of 25 at a time. So that's, I don't know how close we are on that. Okay, let's move on. All right, look, this is interesting. Okay, so we had this big day today, and they couldn't make a new high on the day. They're even trying going to the closing. They're trying to move the market back up 80 points to 52 points. They're struggling. Why? Because we got a message from the market. Okay, we got a message from a market. What does that mean? Well, it's a clear message that said to us, look, the bond market, which is always right, which is never wrong, is predicting a correction of 20% sometime between now and the summer. It's never wrong. Go take a look at the yields. They're going straight up. They're never wrong. Now, also, there's another problem that we have. On B, we'll be raising rates right into shrinking earnings, into a shrinking economy. Our earnings are terrible. As I just said a moment ago, our profits / earnings do not support these stock prices. That's what is a bubble. That's what a bubble is, by the way. When stock prices go up and your profits, let's say you own a company and your stock goes from $10 to $100, but your profits have always been 2%. They never move. So how does that work? If your profit's been at 2%, and your stock is going from $10 to $100, well, you have to cheat. You got to cheat. I either got to fire a lot of people, I got to cut my costs back, which kills me in the future, or what I got to do is buy my own shares so there'd be fewer shares available. So that means my 2% profits, I spread them over far less shares, which pushes up my earnings, that pushes up my profits. That's called larceny. That's called larceny. Just like quantitative easing is larceny, where they print money and they shove it in the stock market to push the stocks up. Now we got another big problem. We got declining bank loans. Oh, you're not going to get this on CNBC. Oh, they're not going to tell you. Fox not going to tell you that. Are you kidding? Why? Ever see on their, look on your screen, and next time you look at CNBC or Fox, who's advertising these programs? Who keeps them on here? The banks. You see all kinds of bank advertising. So you think they're going to tell you what I'm telling you? Declining bank loans. Now hear what I'm telling you. These bank loans fell in February, started to fall out of bed after 4-year string of all-time records each month. And it's the banks that lead the market. Okay, so there's another reason. So our profits don't support the stock price. Our banks, that is a big indicator. Their loans are just, collapsing. Then here's the big one. Trade deficits expanding. $49 billion, almost is the worst on record, I believe. And what does that mean? What does that mean, trade deficit? When we don't export, we have to keep importing. We start laying people off. You got to lay people off. Now, here's the big one. The healthcare debate. What are you, nuts? I'm not even going to get into that silly thing. You think they're going to finish this health debate up? Now, they're saying they're going to get this tax cut, right? They're going to say get this big tax cut. Now, remember, this tax cut debate, this is going to be as huge as the health care debate. Now, the mother lode is the debt ceiling. And we're hitting all this March 15th. That's why I want you to join my gang, at least have my chart, and you'll be right with me. And at least you'll know when to get out of the market. We'll know when to get out. That's why if you're with me with the 3 stocks that I'm investing in, and you're going to be like sitting right next to me, and you're going to see when I buy it, when I add to it, when I take money off, and you can just mimic me if you want. And I'm going to give you the chart free. It's a $25 chart. I'll give you free for 4 weeks. But we're going to be fine. You just got to sign up for the gang membership, $39.95. What's wrong with that? You get the chart, $25. It's free. It's just... Are you kidding? Nobody else would ever do that for $39.95. Take 3 stocks, sit there with you, and trade right in front of you. Nobody'd have the guts to do that. Now we got another problem. This debt ceiling, okay? We got the tax debate. That's going to be brutal. But the debt ceiling. Let me tell you this right now. I'll go on record, and I love President Trump. But they're going to throw him under the bus. He's not going to see a single dime for his massive tax cuts, his infrastructure program. He's not going to see a dime. They're going to throw him under the bus. They're going to delay him first with health care, second with the tax cut. But wait, this debt ceiling. Whoa, wait till they start arguing about the debt ceiling. It expires March 15th. Oh, by the way, that's when interest rates are going up. Are you kidding me? This really gets me. They're going to raise rates at the time our profits are terrible, our earnings are awful, our growth is terrible. That'd be the same thing as a guy is in a hospital, and he's on his last breath, and you take his oxygen mask off, and you leave the room. Your great-grandfather, your grandfather, you can hardly breathe, and they got the mask on you with the tubes. Just take it off his face and just leave the room. Go have lunch somewhere. It's the same thing that's going on here. So the debt ceiling expires the 15th. And when it comes to raise that debt by more than $1 trillion, they got to raise it by $1 trillion just to finish out paying the bills for the current year. His fellow Republicans are now joining the Democrats to throw Trump under the bus. On March 15th, the checking account will be empty. I told you what happened. They had $485 billion in it for Hillary, and then what they decided they were going to do when she became president, they had just enough room on the debt ceiling, just enough to borrow before it hit its limit. They could pay all the bills they figured out for 4.5 weeks from inauguration day to the day to March 15th. She'd have just enough room to borrow, and she'd have not pay the bills out of the checking account. She'd have $485 billion left. Well, guess what they did to Trump? As soon as he lost, they went out, paid bill after bill to wipe out that checking account. When he shows up on the 15th, there's no money in the checking account, and he can't raise debt. Are you nuts? Hey, join my gang, 877-600 gang, because we don't care. It doesn't matter to us, because we're going to know when to get out of our stocks, aren't we?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a longtime Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. And wherever you put it, get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow. You need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance if the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Here comes a new president, new beginnings, and new hopes, which can also bring volatile times. Many investors get spooked and begin to question their investments. But the thing to realize is that market volatility is inevitable, and it's a great opportunity to get in the stock market. No one at philsgang.com will tell you when the market correction is coming, and we will not promise you you're going to get rich, but we will guarantee you a good night's sleep. At philsgang.com, our number one goal is to inform investors who want to learn and invest in the stock market. We provide daily investment teaching strategies and the analysis of charting the stock market. You are informed around the clock with market webinars, market updates, working investor programs, and financial updates throughout the day. Plus, you'll enjoy the Phil's Gang customer service. Be prepared for market volatility and make profits with philsgang.com. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Put your money to work. Make your investments pay. Listen to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Be an ambassador. One of my ambassadors, 877-600-GANG. Follow me with my 3 stocks that I'll be investing in. And you can invest as well. No, not with me. Not with you. Got to do it on your own. But you can follow me, mirror what I'm doing. This is not a fun. All I'm doing is I pick 3 stocks, and I'm going to put them on my chart, the MV2 chart, color-coded chart, and then I'm going to invest in them. And so now, once I'm already in one, UNG, okay, which I'm about 4%. But you can follow me, and then you can decide if you're not in yet. So when I decide to add to my position, you get in for the first time. The other 2 I don't own yet. When I get in, you get in, okay? And then when I say I'm going to add some more, I'm going to add maybe another 100 shares, you can. It's up to you, okay? It's not a fund, so don't get to understand. It's not a fund, okay? So just all you do is 877-600-GANG is the number, 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com, sign up, and then every night I do a video of what I did, and then I post the video. Then all you have to do is go to the site, where it's my homepage, and just go to the class and updates, and then click on alerts. It's that simple, then you'll see it, okay? And it's a great way for you to learn. And you're going to be one of my best ambassadors, because you're going to tell people, no, I saw him do it. This is for real. And I followed him. And I did the same thing he did. Nobody else will do this. Nobody else will have the guts to do this. Okay, it's only $39.95 to join the gang, and you get the chart free for that's $25 for 4 weeks. All right, and I think what a great way to learn how to invest. Okay, for $39.95, nobody would do that. Nobody would dare do it for $39.95. I don't think most people would do it for $1,039.95. They wouldn't be embarrassed if they lost. I'm not embarrassed if I make a mistake. What the hell? Okay, so we got right now. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
You know, President Trump tapped into something important, and that is that families are feeling a lot of pressure, and a lot of folks are feeling angry that a young person can't make it through college without getting crushed by student loan debt, angry that wages have stayed flat and that expenses have continued to climb for housing and healthcare. Our problem is not that Washington doesn't work well enough for the billionaires and the bankers. It's working just great for them. Our problem is it's not working for working families.
Why? Why has income inequality failed to get significant...
Okay, I'm going to cut this. So they said, you've been there for 8 years. Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? So wages aren't up for 8 years. Wages haven't gone, but she's been there for 8 years. Student loans, real trouble, real expensive. She's been there for 8 years. Forgot what the other thing was. But wait a minute. Then she went and said, well, it's the Republicans' fault. They blocked us. It was wages. So wait a minute. What is she talking about? Obama had 2 years. They controlled everything like Trump does now. See, the problem was, the reason why wages didn't go up is because they didn't invest. The Democrat Party didn't want to invest. They wanted to invest into welfare. They wanted to invest into social programs. They didn't want to invest in R&D. They didn't want to grow the economy. They wanted to grow welfare. They wanted to make a bigger government. You can't grow you can't increase wages if you take a business and you put on 24,000 regulations. You can't grow businesses if you say to the business, oh, I'm going to give you money free. Go ahead and do what you want with it. You think a business is going to go and buy new equipment? You think a businessman, he can go borrow $500,000 free money? You think he's going to put it in his business to buy machinery to increase productivity so wages go up? Of course not. On top of that, even if he wanted to, he wouldn't, because he got 24,000 regulations around his neck, struggling. EPA, all the regulations were killing businesses, especially small business. And then they go with this Frank Dodd law, and they kill the small community banks. They kill the small community banks so they can't loan to small businesses. Kill them. They put special regulations on them so they couldn't stay in business. Most of them either went out of business or they had to merge with the big boys on Wall Street. Boy, these people lie. That's why wages didn't go up. Now Trump's saying, I'm going to do the difference. I'm going to cut all these regulations. See, and businessmen went wild. They said, wow, that's great. We need those cut. And you know what? We're going to raise rates, but that's okay. Let's raise rates, because raising rates is a good thing. By keeping rates low is a bad thing. Keeping rates low kill the economy. You can't grow the economy because you guys aren't going to put money into your businesses. But on the other side, I'm going to go ahead. Rates going up, so what? I'm going to cut your regulations, and I'm going to cut big tax cut. But here comes the problem. Listen to this. He's going to get screwed by the Republican Party. Listen to this. This old fart, McConnell.
There are some constraints here.
Oh, there are some constraints here. He's the constraint. These guys are so jealous. They're so jealous. He did in 30 days what these guys couldn't do in 30 years. They hate him for it. Instead of calling him, say, what a wonderful job. We can't believe what you've done in 30 days. You're meeting with small business. You're meeting with big business. You're meeting with everybody. You got things going. You got rid of everything. What a great job you're doing. They're sitting in the back room with their cigars and their scotch and how we screw Trump.
There are some constraints here. I don't want to get too much down into the legislative.
He's talking about the tax cuts. That's right. I backed it up wrong. Listen, we'll start from the beginning.
It will be a big cut. We're going to be planning a major tax cut. I know exactly what we're looking at. It's going to be a big tax cut. The biggest since Reagan, maybe bigger than Reagan.
Now, listen.
There are some constraints here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to get too much down into the legislative.
No, we want to screw him, right?
But we have two reconciliations to do. We have to get the one that we're going to use for health care out of the way before we can go to the second one. I share your view that I think finishing on tax reform will take longer. But we do have to finish the health care debate, up or down, win or lose, before we go to taxes. There are
they're going to muck this up unbelievably. Unbelievably. So what are we going to do? Well, you got to retire, right? You got to retire, and right now, you got to put away enough money to retire, and it used to be 17% of your income. Now it's got to be 22%. 22% of your income. And then you got the problem with fees in your 401k. Every 1% fee, they charge you 3%. They lie to you, tell you it's only 2%, but the other 1%, they bury it. They bury the other 1%. And these expenses that you can't see, you can't find it. It's buried in the net asset value of the 401k, so you can't find it. So just 2%, you're going to lose half of your money. But even worse than that, nobody's going to tell you when to get out of your 401k. When the crash comes, just like the dot-com crash, they didn't get you out. Like the housing crash, they didn't get you out of the stock market. This is the QE crash. They're not going to tell you, but you're going to get out with me. So you can see what they're doing. They're going to screw him on the tax cuts. They're going to delay these tax cuts, no question. That's why they did health care first. Think about it. So many things going on. You got the trade deficit that's a killer. They got to fix that first. They got to have the health care. They're going to mess with that for about a year. Then they go to the tax cut. Then you got the ceiling debt. Are you kidding? And you got the banks. We're seeing it right now. The loans are falling apart, the banks. The amount of loans fell right off a cliff. After 4 years, a 4-year string of all-time record loans, now they're falling off the cliff. This is crazy. The bond market's telling us. But look, it's a beautiful thing. Using a chart. 877-600-GANG. Just follow me on the 3 stocks that I will invest in. And you just do what I do. Just watch me. It'll take you a minute. You can even do it in 30 seconds. I have the video up. It'll take you 30 seconds to look at the video to know what you should do. So you just follow me. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG, or go to philsgang.com. Look, I'm not here to tell you I'm going to make you rich. I'm telling you there's a better way than your 401k, and I think I found it. So I'm reaching out to help you. So I hope if you join and then you reach back to St. Jude when you start making money. It's a great program. 877-600-GANG's like sitting right next to me. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.